Welcome to the Temple Mount. It's another wonderful day in the presence of God on His holy mountain. And we're just walking now on the north side. You know, it says in the Midrash Shemot Rabbah too that God is compared to Israel's twin. When one twin encounters pain, it is felt by the other. Very interesting. I guess we can all understand how God feels our pain. But there is a pasuk in Isaiah 63, and God says, in all their affliction, He was afflicted. In other words, Hashem is afflicted by our affliction. So He feels our pain. And that's how it reflects onto Him. And He doesn't want us to feel that pain because He's like a parent. A parent can feel the pain of the child. But if we're like God's twin in one sense, then we would have to ask ourselves, you know, what would it be that would afflict Hashem or that would make Him feel pain? You know, and if we really think about it, when we came out of Egypt and Hashem gave us the Torah, the first thing He said is, right from the get-go, build me a sanctuary so I can dwell in your midst. He wanted to dwell in our midst in a sanctuary. And we did it. And He remained in the sanctuary, and it was after we entered the land. It was in Gilgal and in Shiloh for 369 years in Shiloh. So the Mishkan stood for a good 400 years or so. And then when it was destroyed, there was a brief time when there was not a house, but the Ark of the Covenant was put in a tent in Jerusalem. And there was the Mizbeach in Gibeah, and there was something for us to approach God, but it was about 56 years. And then Solomon built the temple, stood for 410 years. It was destroyed. And then after 70 years, it was rebuilt again, and it stood for 420 years. But basically, for all of our lifetime in the land of Israel, virtually all of it, except for a handful of years, Hashem had a presence, had a sanctuary where He dwelt among us. And now here we are in the land. And it's the longest period that we've ever been in the land without God having a sanctuary. In other words, He said, build me a sanctuary so I will dwell in your midst. This is what Hashem wants. His sanctuary to be built right where we're looking. And this is what His heart is. When Solomon built the temple, God said, my heart and my eyes will be on this place perpetually. So we know what's in Hashem's heart. And we should feel what Hashem is feeling. We just clear out the dross within us and think about what is important to Hashem. It's that He has a sanctuary so we can dwell in the midst of His people, Israel forever, and the nations can approach Him to pray at His house of prayer. Such a wonderful thing. And that's the message for today. May Hashem bless you to come to this place and pray before His house, which will soon be built. All the best.